Hello, hello. This is Simone. This December, I decided to create a December junk journal for my December journal. I am not doing December daily because that is what I have been doing all year long. I have been trying to daily journal. And yes, so I'm not going to call it December daily because it's just the same old thing that I did all year long. However, I decided to use my standard Daisy Dori that I have been using for journaling all the other 11 months um, as a planner. So now I do not want to use the personal Daisy Dori as my journal. I want the same size and be continuing on with this for all 12 months. So I need a standard size traveler's notebook, and I decided to make a junk journal. I am going to use papers from Coco Daisy. I'm going to use planner pages. I'm going to use the personal size Daisy Dori. And here, this was my failed attempt at uh, thinking about how many pages I would need. I want to stick to the one per page per day format that I have been doing in October and November because I really, really like limiting myself to one story, one page per day. Um, it's just so much easier when you know I just have to fill this one page. And as you might see, this is all the things that I pulled. I actually went to a used bookstore to purchase books just to take them apart and use them in the junk journal. And I decided that I would do a junk journal to give away. I have so much stuff left that I would love to give one of my subscribers one, and I'm going to give this away on Instagram. So make sure you head on over to Instagram and follow me there and leave a comment under the post. And I will leave this open until December 3rd. And yeah, you can then enter there, and I will give it away on Sunday and ship it out on Monday. So, this is the start. I took some book pages, I put everything together, and before I am going to I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to count the page numbers because, again, I don't want too many pages in the book. And I realize that actually um, I have to take stuff out in order for it not to be too big and not to be too overwhelming. This is the very first real junk journal that I made. I made one last 2 years ago from um, scrapbooking paper only, and it was always the same size as a standard Daisy Dori. And now I'm just cutting it, or a standard traveler's notebook, and now I'm marking the pages and I'm cutting them to the right height where it is needed. And I'm also choosing, sometimes I want them to be cut on a specific space. And I am going to wrap the, what is it, acetate that came in the Coco Daisy planner kit around the whole insert. And so I cut it all down. Did I already sew? No, I haven't. I cut it all down, and now I'm going to add papers to my pages that I have already included. So some of the pages were too small. I could just flip them over or fold them over, and then there were about 2 centimeters or 1 inch left. And so I decided not to have different size pages. Again, I want them to be usable, and decided to add something else to that page. You will see that in the flip through later on. So I decided not to use journal pages right now. I will make another video where I add more embellishments and tags and stuff into the pockets. But I decided to just glue things on and sew with my sewing machine, and you will see that right here. I just used the metal ruler to rip it all down, and now it's done. I have all the pages that I want, and now I'm using binder clips to clip the whole booklet together. And then I'm going to use my hole punch, or what is it? I think if you look for all, AWL, this is the right thing that you need. And now I'm just using this piercing tool, and I used a book underneath my to use as a guidance for pinching my holes, and that was a really great thing. I saw this on a video. I don't really know where and when, but this is just perfect. By opening up a big book, huge book with many pages, you can just lay your booklet in there, and it will fold at the fold marks that you have, and then you can just pierce through the book, and it will come out on the right, on the fold on the outside as well. And now I'm just using I don't even know what stitch this is. I'm going up and down, and then once I'm done going up, I'm turning around and going back. So there is stitches all through the whole book. And I made a mistake. I didn't pull enough on my thread, so it's kind of loose, and I had to really work on that when I did it. When I noticed that, and I think I cut it out. So yeah, I cut that part out, and now I'm just knotting my thread, I think 3 times, and I think I added some glue to secure the knot. And then I am going to just cut down the pages to the right width. And I think I saw this on Sunshine and Stationery's video channel. She just uses a ruler to rip the pages, and I really, really like that. It's so perfect for the junk journal style. And so that is what I did. And I will go back and come back with a second video, because I really want each of the pages to be able to be written on. And so I really need to come up with ways to create journaling spots. And this is what I will do in my second video. It will be up on December 10th. So you can see what I decided to do for that. There are some pages that are easy to journal on, but some of the pages have text on them, and I need to find ways to make that work. So yeah, I'm just cutting down the pages and trimming down the pages, and this is the finished journal for December. So I have an acetate on the front, I have a craft cardstock on the outside, I have pages that I stitched, I have some pockets here. There's a vellum from the Coco Daisy memory keeping kit. Here's a little pocket that I added. Smaller pages, bigger pages, a whole scrapbooking pages from Pretty Little Studio, book pages, drawing paper, more book pages, more Coco Daisy Dori personal size, notebook paper, planner pages from the A5 kit. And yeah, I really, really love how this turned out, and I can't wait to dive back into it and work more on it and then fill it up. I loved this, and I hope you are inspired to make one on your own. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep on watching more daily December journal inspiration, I added my playlist up there. Just click on the link and it will get you there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I just wanted to say you can do that too. It was my very first junk journal. Bye!